if you just look at how the world works, right? Things go in cycles.
Hey, it's Walter here, and you're at the Think Profit podcast, where we're going to help you develop a rock-solid trading confidence and avoid the potentially endless cycle of system switching. Right, Hugh?
That's right. We're going to help you develop a wealth mindset, develop a trading strategy that fits your core personality, and help you overcome the obstacles that stop over 90% of traders.
All right, Hugh, sounds good. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this. Hey, Walter, there's a thing called Bitcoin maximalists, as you probably know. And, you know, they're all about Bitcoin. They think that only Bitcoin's the only thing out there. It's the best thing. And they're going to stick with it no matter what. So what do you think about that? What do you think about the psychology behind that? And do you think that's dangerous to be stuck in just one thing, like, you know, just trading the euro, US dollar or something like that?
I don't know about Bitcoin maximists, but I believe you. Look, I only know enough to be dangerous on that side of things. But like, here's my understanding of the crypto world is there's different things, there's different coins and tokens and for different reasons. And you know what I mean? Like they all have kind of different uses and stuff. But remember, I just keep thinking back to when like 1994, the Netscape stock was amazing, right? If you look back and look at Netscape, like that was amazing. Netscape actually blew up and it's kind of come back as Mozilla. So Mozilla today is kind of the people that had it's kind of the Netscape came from the ashes of Netscape. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you were like, oh, this internet's going to be huge back in 1994 or 1985 or whatever, like you're just thinking, dude, this is amazing. I'm all in on Netscape, or I'm all in on home computers with, in 1993 with Gateway, or 1992 with Gateway 2000 stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both of those got superseded. You know what I mean? Like that something better came along. I don't know. Maybe Ether is better than Bitcoin. Maybe Ether is actually going to be the thing, but they have different uses. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin, as I understand it, is more like a storage, like gold, like holding value. Whereas Ether is a little bit more, well, my programmer tells me that in the future, the internet's going to run on Ether. That's what he tells me. I don't know, but that's what he told me. So, it's a different thing, altogether. But your point is a good one, which is, sometimes I will say though, I know a trader in Africa, and every year he locks in on one currency pair, and he just trades it the entire year. Like one year it might be the pound yen, for example, right? And that's all he does. And he's made enough money to get to the point where the authorities don't want him to leave the country because his contribution to the federal budget is so great. You know what I mean? so and that was a big deal for him. Like, how am I going to get my family out of the country? So there's something to be said for that. But what you're saying is it's kind of like someone locks in on something and they're just like, I'm only going to do that for life. I think it could possibly work. I don't know why you would want it to work. Because I remember in 2003, I used to trade the Euro Swissy. I don't trade it anymore. The Euro Swissy used to move around quite a bit. And now it's just, I don't like the look of it. And actually, I trade the Aussie Kiwi a lot, but I don't like the look of the chart as we record this on the Aussie Kiwi. It's too wicky. It's too choppy. There's certain nice. So I can understand why you would want to become a specialist. But I think as a buy and hold sort of thing, that can be a bit dangerous, which is kind of what you're getting at. I think like a buy, if I were to just buy Netscape and hold forever, I got no money now, same thing with Gateway. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe Gateway, I think Gateway 2000 became Gateway, and then Dell Computers took over and kind of squashed, like they're the leader in that sort of niche now. So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think you could do it, but as a buy and hold strategy, and maybe that in gold though, is you and I both that are like, I'm just gonna buy gold and I'm never gonna, like you can go to these guys that have the coin shops and stuff, or the gold, like kind of like / pawn shop / gold coin, like these guys, and they'll tell you like, no, we don't sell gold, we just buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I understand, but I think you need to be mentally flexible overall if you're going to be a trader. If you're going to be an investor, even, you need to be, because you got to have, even as an investor, you got to have a point where you go, okay, yeah, this isn't working. I need to get out of this. So you always have to have your limits. It's just like as traders, we know when we get in, where do I get out? If it goes good or if it goes bad, like what's my rules in terms of that? even if it's a trailing exit, there's got to be something that happens that kicks me out of this trade. You know?
Yeah, no, totally. I agree. And I think that if you just look at how the world works, right? Things go in cycles. There's the tides, there's the stock market goes in cycles, all this kind of stuff. And there's the weather. So why won't investments go in cycles, right? So I think that, yeah, you could make a case for buying Bitcoin or maybe gold super, super long term. But I think in the end, especially in technology, there's going to be cycles where the next technology comes in and that's going to be better than the last one. And those guys are like the old fogies saying, back in my day, this and this was the best thing, and I'm going to do that forever. I think really kind of locks you into something that might not be working 10, 20 years down the line, right?
Yeah, that's right. And remember, like this dollar cost averaging idea of buying every year or buying every month or whatever, that was manufactured by the brokers to keep clients.
Makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, in Asia, they came up with that idea to keep clients in the game even when the markets were down, because as you and I both know, when the market, like especially when the stock market is raging, there's a lot of interest in trading, right? And funnily enough, the other time when there's a lot of interest in trading is when it absolutely crashes. Like those are the two. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's just kind of doing nothing, just chopping around, there's the interest wanes. It's only when it's absolutely at a peak, or if it's completely crashed.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Or is it because you want to convert it to something else that's more useful? Because I can't, like, if I take my gold coin to across the street to the sushi shop, they're not gonna, like, they're gonna go, huh? You know what I mean? Like,
well,
maybe
if they were smart, they would take it, right?
But
but not
dude,
most places.
Have you seen? Yeah, exactly, dude. There's actually, I'll see if I can find it and put it in the show notes. There's this guy that went around and he was trying to sell like a gold coin. It was on YouTube, and he was trying to sell a gold coin to people for like $20 or whatever, and it was worth like $1,500 or $2,000 or something. It was worth a lot of money, and nobody took him up on it because they're like, no, I'm not going to give you $20 for that. And he couldn't get anyone to buy it. It was so funny. You know what I mean? It just shows you the disconnect between what, like, people like you and I, like, what's the market? The people that are kind of in tune with the markets versus the general public. There's no utility for something like that in the general public.
Yeah,
it's funny.
No, totally.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll change soon. All right. See you, Walter.
See you.
All information in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and is not trading or investment advice.